What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1990 movie, The Exorcist 3. So in this movie, Lieutenant Kinderman is investigating a bunch of murders that are suspected to be done by the Gemini killer who had been killed, had been dead for a while and stuff, and he suspects that there's some supernatural stuff going on in this, and stuff as well. And as the movie progresses, we find out that Damien Karras survived his fall in the first movie and is in this mental hospital, and the demon who possessed Reagan in the first movie is wanting revenge on him and is having the spirit of the Gemini killer possessing him and stuff, and like certain times the Gemini killer is possessing other patients in the hospital, killing people. This movie is very weird. I didn't really know what to expect going into it, but I thought it was a really weird movie, but I actually think it was also a alright movie. It's not like super great or anything, but I did enjoy it. I wasn't ever bored with it and everything, and the cast in this movie are really good, especially George C. Scott as Lieutenant Kinderman. He was really good in this movie, and it was cool getting to see Jason Miller back as Damien Karras. I thought he was pretty good in this movie. Scott Wilson as Dr. Temple was really good. He's one of those character actors that I've always really liked, and so it has a really good cast, and of course the one that steals the show every time he's on screen is Brad Dourif as the Gemini killer. He's just absolutely amazing in this movie, and he steals the show every time he's on screen and everything. But Brad Dourif is just a really great actor anyway, so you kind of should expect it from him. He's just really underrated actor. I know a lot of people love him as Chucky and stuff, and he's amazing as Chucky, but he doesn't really get credit for his roles outside of the Child's Play franchise, and I think he's always really good in everything I see him in, and he was really great in this movie. He makes the movie worth watching alone. Just him being in here makes it worth watching. But I think the story is pretty good. The story of a dead killer possessing other people and stuff to continue being a murderer and stuff, I think that's a pretty cool idea and concept and stuff. And when I was doing my research, I heard that they claim that this movie was an influence on Jeffrey Dahmer, and that he was obsessed with this movie and I think they said that this was one of the reasons why he killed people, which I think is stupid. Them blaming horror movies and stuff for people killing people is just really dumb. It always annoys the crap out of me when they say that, but I think that's what they were pretty much saying on the thing that I was looking up about it. I don't know how true it is and everything, but if he was obsessed with this movie, that's kind of crazy and stuff. But I think this is a pretty good sequel. It's way better than Exorcist 2 and everything, and it's kind of underrated. I know people that really do love this one, and I can get why. I think calling it Exorcist 3 really did hurt its production and stuff. I was reading on there, and they said that the director of the movie, who also wrote the books, I think his name was William Blady, he wanted to call it either Exorcist Legion or just call it Legion, which is the name of the book that the movie's based on, which is the sequel to his book of The Exorcist, and he wanted to call it something else so that people wouldn't would be willing to see it and stuff after Exorcist 2 being such a bad movie and everything. But the studio interfered a lot in this movie, and they changed the ending to have the exorcism and stuff in this movie. I heard that there's a director's cut, but there's never going to be like a fully made released version of the way he originally wanted his movie to be and stuff, because the prints were messed up or whatever. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if he really believes it either, but it'd be cool if we do get a full-fledged director's cut. I know that there is at least a little bit of a director's cut. I'd like to see that version, but I think this was a pretty good movie, and Gary Fisher's cinematography was alright. I actually did like the cinematography in both of the previous movies more, but his cinematography in this one was good enough. Barry D. Vorzon did the score, and I think it was a really good score. Not quite as good as the original one, but he did incorporate like the theme music and stuff from the first one, so it helped return this franchise to its creepiness, and it helped build the atmosphere and stuff. And the atmosphere in this movie is really well done and everything. It has a creepy feeling throughout the whole movie, and I just really enjoyed this one. I think it's a pretty good movie. It's pretty underrated and everything. But it is really slow paced. I mean, all of the movies in this franchise so far have been pretty slow paced, but and everything. But it's not painfully slow. Like it's not near as slow paced as the second movie and stuff. And I was never bored with it. Kind of like with the original version. I'm not really bored with it when I watch it, the original Exorcist, but it is slow paced, and so is this one, but I still enjoy it quite a bit and everything. And so I'd say I'd give The Exorcist 3 a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty decent movie. I kind of wish they wouldn't have made it where Damien Karras was still alive, because they pretty much, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me, like how he'd still be alive and stuff, and it kind of undermined the end of the first one and stuff. But I still like the movie and think it was decent enough. And also we get a really small cameo from Samuel L. Jackson before he became famous too, so I thought that was kind of cool too, getting to see him in here for a brief minute, or not even a minute, like brief 5 seconds or whatever. But it was still cool getting to see Samuel L. Jackson in here. He makes everything better too. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Exorcist 3, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.